The situation around the migrant tent camp in the Hungarian capital threatened to worsen after a group of rowdy football fans turned up at the site. RT's Daniel Hawkins is in the thick of it.
The trouble has started. You can see here the football fans, presumably Hungarian, they're carrying Hungarian flags. They turned up to this area about 10 minutes ago, throwing what appeared to be smoke bombs right into the area where the refugees are staying. The riot police have separated them. On the other hand, if you pan the camera this way, you can see the group of refugees. They've responded to the smoke bomb attack by throwing water bottles. But it's not even the police that have stopped this, the refugees themselves. They've got in the way and they've prevented what was a quickly escalating situation. If it wasn't for these guys here, this could have turned very violent. You can see here they've formed a human chain. They're linking hands to keep their friends down there, to stop responding with violence. Something down here? Okay, there's something happening down here. Let's have a look. Problem. Attack? Yes. Okay. No. They want us to film. They want us to film, okay? They want us to see. So there's a young man here with a head injury. The refugees want us to film. They're pushing us forward to get this on video. That's the boy being carried away just there to a waiting ambulance. We don't know how this injury was caused, but presumably by one of the smoke bombs or fireworks thrown, perhaps an object, in that scuffle with the football fans.
Well, on to breaking news now then. The Czech Republic, Hungary, Poland and Slovakia have unanimously rejected a quota system for sharing migrants. The proposal to evenly distribute refugees between EU states had earlier been labelled by Germany and France, but the eastern nations dubbed the mandatory measure unacceptable.
We refuse to accept any quota systems that are made obligatory. This decision should be voluntary. Quotas are not dealing with the real issues in Syria or Libya and are not helping the outer EU countries, where refugees first arrive in Europe.
Eastern Europe is unlikely to wait for Brussels to come up with a joint plan. 4 Eastern leaders are indeed meeting today, as we say, in Prague to devise their own plan, while EU foreign ministers hold a separate unofficial meeting in Luxembourg. While they have already agreed that borders need to be strengthened and that illegal migrants should not be allowed to cross. Poland has rejected the migrant quota plan, while Slovakia says it's ready to admit only Christians. Let's get back to Daniel Hawkins. We will a little bit later on. OK, so the UN has urged EU nations to accept as many as 200,000 refugees. But even though recently some European leaders have been more willing to help genuine asylum seekers, the figure might turn out to be only a drop in the ocean.
We are taking thousands of people, and we will take thousands of people.
Wir müssen damit rechnen, dass in diesem Jahr bis zu 800.000 Menschen als Asylbewerber oder Flüchtlinge zu uns nach Deutschland kommen.
A member of the National Front Party in France says migrants were given the wrong idea about Europe being welcoming.
We have sent very bad signals to these migrants because we said since the beginning we are very weak government and we accept all these people to come. This is absolutely stupid, and the result is that we have now a very huge wave of migrants, and it's a disaster for the future of Europe regarding demography and regarding the statistics of migrants and all these people.
Russia's President Vladimir Putin weighed in on the EU migrant crisis, saying the bloc has brought it on itself. We're going to bring you all of the details later in the programme.